you can still be a great coach and a great parent. At the college level, you can travel, you can recruit, you can be stressed, you can still be a great parent. I was around Bob Huggins, great parent to 2 daughters, Coach Patino, 5 kids. So I had not only my own dad, but 2 Hall of Fame coaches I worked for were great dads as well. So I saw it firsthand, and that was a big mission of mine.
Is there a common thread amongst them of what they did really well that we could maybe pass on to our community? To be a great dual role is tricky. It's hard enough to be a great single role, but are there any common threads that you would say, here's a few things that I think would be really important for?
Yeah, I mean, you have to make their life as important as yours.
If you stopped there, it would be a brilliant parenting, coaching takeaway. Like, make their life as important as yours.
Yeah, or really it should be more so. I'll tell you something helped me last year. I hadn't missed the NCAA tournament in many, many, many years. But I got to see the spring musical at Campbell Hall High School, where my daughter was like the second lead, and I'd never seen it. I'd always had to watch the spring musical on my on the iPad, on the replay. But I had never seen that before. So it was like, I was like, I'm not the most religious guy, but God threw me a bone here, right? He gave me humble pie. I didn't make the tournament, but I got to see the spring musical. So I think that's important. I think you can't take it's just, to me, it's low-hanging fruit to use excuses. I'm busy, I got to win. Like, to me, that's all an excuse.
That famous story Bruce Arians told all of his assistant coach when he was the head coach, obviously head coach in multiple spots, but most recently, before he retired, obviously won the Super Bowl there at Tampa Bay with the Bucks and Brady and them. He had a rule. He said, if I ever find out you miss a game, a recital, a performance, because you're sitting in your office at 8 o'clock on a Wednesday watching football tape, you're fired.
I love that.
You're fired. You can't coach for me.
That doesn't surprise me.
I love that.
Obviously doing this for a living, I try to watch as many other coaches and just listen to them and get a feel, and to try to something you can pick up. And I've always liked him. Obviously never
He's
met
a great
him,
guy,
but he just seemed like the coolest guy.
I mean, it's not a bad rule.
Yeah, I just think it's somewhere along the line in the coaching world, it became in vogue to say, especially in NFL.
It's an epidemic.
I sleep in my office. I work 20 hours a day. First of all, no, you don't.
If you weren't able to tell people you did it, no one would do it.
Right.
They do it so they can say they do it.
I'm with you.
If you can't get it done in, let's call it 14 hours.
We're not building rockets.
Definitely not building rockets, but now with the technology. So like when I first worked with Coach Huggins, like we would have one tape. Like I'd actually have to go out to the airport for Delta Dash to get the tape, the scouting tape. And you're calling the guy to make sure he gets it on the plane, for the next game. It was a different era. Yeah. And then, then you're driving to his house to watch the tape of your next opponent. And like, that's all over. Everybody's got an iPad. Everybody's got all the technology. We call it Synergy and Dragonfly and all this stuff that you sit around literally and watch film 24 hours a day with two screen touches of anything. And I'm talking recruits now. It's even now recruits. You tell me about a kid, we're talking hoops, and you're telling me about a game in North Carolina. Like, I can go watch it. We're done with it today. I can just go watch it. Yeah. Like 2 taps, I'm watching it. You tell me about a kid, type his name in, I'm watching it. So in this day and age, there's no need to sit in the office like there was 30 years ago. But I'm with you. I mean, it's overrated. Like Greg said, it's self-promoting.